Jake Elliott is out and ready to kick this one away. And we're off in Detroit. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
From the 39. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Forces one through double coverage, out, it's intercepted! And the Lions have it as he records his 7th interception of the season. Wow, what an exciting start to this game, Brock. Apologies to the former QB and you. It's not an opening drive touchdown, but an interception instead.
Yeah, exciting for one side. That would be the defense. Demoralizing for the other side as an offense. First salvo, listen, it goes to the defense. And now it really sets the stage for what I love and what you love, Kate. In this game of adjustments, in the game of back and forth, who's going to respond next?
And they'll bundle this up after a 4-yard gain. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Moving on into the red zone. Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions parlay the interception into points. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Connection made to the rookie from Washington. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. They get 28 out of that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. To the air now on 1st and 10. Hutchinson reels it in. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Back now, pressure on its way. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Lions are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They get 22 on that one. And that'll be first down, Detroit.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on first. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Tackle made by Cole Bishop.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Man in motion here. From the 41. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Williams coming in motion right. Throw on third down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. That's Cole Bishop. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got one, we got two. Do I hear a third interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought that defenders are offensive guys in bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
And his pass is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator, two alligator, three alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Kid, I knew it at the time. I think everybody did. We knew the Legion of Boom was special. Right, that entire secondary, but their safety's ability, Earl and Cam, to come downhill, to make those tackles behind the line of scrimmage as he just did. Yeah, man, you appreciate great safety play like that.
He's strong in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. Back to throw, needing a first. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And this one does not go far. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
2nd down now, 7 to go. From the 43. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Edger and Cooper takes it away. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted again. That is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now...
Oh, look at this. They're faking it. Got it inside the 10. And he is in for 2. No one expected that fake as they lined up to kick it. And with it, they've taken the lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Gibbs. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40. Again, it's Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Second down now, 7 to go. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. We've got a close one here. We're back to Ford Field right after this. Back and beginning the second quarter. Lions in possession. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. From the 37. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Got Williams, and it's complete. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Putting a receiver in motion. From the red zone now. He's got it. And a massive hit near the goal line to keep him out of the end zone.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And a 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Gibbs. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Buying some time right. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions take a 2nd quarter lead. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions push their lead to 6. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Kirby Joseph up for the stop. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainer's headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. Second down now, 7 to go. Throwing off the play fake here. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions get it back after making their third first-half interception.
I know he started to play as a defender, but gosh, he looked good, didn't he? Running it back, he looked like a receiver navigating on that return. The way he saw the field, he baited obstacles, and he chewed up yardage in the open space. It would make those offensive coaches and teammates proud. We've seen defensive players get touches on occasion, and I think he just gave himself maybe a look on that side of the ball down the road.
Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. Gibbs does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. Well, we've been saying it for years, Brock. If at first you don't succeed, try that run again.
You're exactly right. It's going to take more than one stop to deter those offensive coaches from calling another run play. They've got such faith in their group up front to leverage right at the point of attack and punch it in on the 2nd time around.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Lions bump the lead up to 13 points. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now a handoff to McClellan. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds. A great play defensively. They forced the loss despite the penalty, and they just went ahead and declined it. A 5th defensive back into the game for the Lions. 3rd down coming. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. It's tipped away, he's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Perhaps a bit late breaking towards the ball, but still just enough time to get a finger on it and knock it away.
third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4. We're going for this. Oh, no, they did it yet again. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Lions push the lead to 20. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. It is cut left side.
When Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s. Versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
From the 40 on 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Blown back, it's the handoff. Down the sideline inside the 40. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no. It's got to come back. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing from the gun. And that's away for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Now Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And they pick him off again. And the Lions will get it back with some time to work with. We've reached the 2-minute warning. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Porter with the grab. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Pass play on 1st and 10. Makes the grab in bounds left side. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
You know, Kent, you often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he'll go down here at the 16.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Man in motion out of the slot. From the 16. He rolls to his right. He can run it. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that gives the Lions the first. They'll try and throw it here. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, and it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Off the play fake, he'll throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They've got a man in motion. Airing it out to start this drive. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
Second and 10 now. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out at halftime. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
You know, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Throwing now off play action. Chased out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. He puts some juice on a deep throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Lions will take over as he picks off his 10th pass of the season.
That throw has got to be the last we've seen of him this contest. I'm just not sure how they leave him in when the defense is clearly all over whatever he's trying to throw. The amount of frustration he is feeling is only going to lead to additional miscues. Please, for the love of God, take this man out.
He lets one fly deep downfield. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Back to the air on second down. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? If it chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
Let's go.
Looking for a throw here. He throws a bullet down the left sideline. He's got it! Oh, what body control to stay in and get the 2 feet down. What a time to rip off that type of gain, huh? Gets him the first on 4th down. Working inside the red zone. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's able to get this down to the 13. Second and 3 now.
Let's go now.
He'll throw it yet again. Dialing up a receiver screen. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Third and 4 coming up now. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Detroit. Ooh, baby, Brock. This one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Lions continue adding on to that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
So the big play moves him well past midfield, has him set up now at the 35. They go play action on 1st. Headed out right. Hutchinson reels it in. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Right up the gut. And this is down across the 30 before it's stopped. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you can win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking right, and he finds him. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. From the red zone now. Complete out to the right. And he's all the way to the edge and out of bounds along the line.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
They go play action here. And they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings put at least a tiny dent into that lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll go right side with Gibbs. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Back now, pressure on its way. He puts some power on it. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings take over on his 5th interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll run here on first down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Terrion Arnold in on the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Getting out to his left. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15. He'll throw it. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing from the gun here. On the move, headed right. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw. And the Lions are going to take over after his 9th interception of the season.
You know, my dad was my old high school coach. He was a play caller. He was an offensive guy. And after days like this, and I remember one in particular, he'd say, son, some days peanuts, some days shells. This has been nothing but a bunch of shells for this quarterback today.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Coming right is Gibbs. And he gets this forward to the 19. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On 2nd and 4. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, quarterback's going to count on 99 of 100 times completing that short, simple route to a tight end. But even the shortest and simplest of throws, they'll find a drop at some point, too.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal. It's Gibbs on the carry. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. They kick the running back in motion. Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. The back grabs it. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Pushing for the end zone. They lost the football. It's not loose. It's picked out by the Vikings going the other way.
Kate, did those sidelines get loud or what? It was practically in unison. Everybody's shouting to jump on top of that one. We just needed an official signal if it was 6 points or a touchback. And fortunately for them, well, it was a touchback.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. And they pick him off again. Kirby Joseph picks it. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. Went to the old well one too many times, Brock, and this time the defense was ready for it.
Now, you make as many catches as he has in this game, you're going to attract some extra attention. They knew it was probably going his way in the near future. They had somebody there waiting for it that time.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions tack on 7 more to their lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. Buying some time right. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Caught along the left sideline, but he did not get both feet in. That's incomplete, brings up third down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in. Out of bounds.
Throwing off the play fake here. Is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Could not beat the defender there. And that brings up 4th and short.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Throwing now, needing a first. That's cut beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They left him wide open. It's complete. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Vikings making the scoreboard look a touch better. Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Oh, it's a fake. Looks like they're going to throw. Catches it out left. And yep, that seems about right with how this game has gone. He's unable to make it in for 2, and they're still down a hefty amount. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Slot man motioned over. Play action on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning in Detroit. Lions moments away from celebrating their 14th win this season. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Launches one deep downfield. He's got it inside the 10. He will go. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions throwing 6 more on the blowout. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They're going play action. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Lions have it again after yet another interception.
I think it's safe to say his day is beyond repair now, if it wasn't long ago. He just hasn't been reading these coverages at all, and it's clearly not on the same page with his receivers. I think it really is now time to think about his confidence for future games and get him out of this ball game.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Wow, wide open here. Complete. It's not like we've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Lions are running them out of the building. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And they'll continue adding to their lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, set.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, look, in the right situation, you catch a team off guard, well, this could be a tremendous play for some big yards. But in the wrong situation, you get hit in the mouth right behind the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for second down. Throwing now off play action. He brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down.
Well, that's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here he is on third and long. And they pick him off again. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that fourth quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick six.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. It's a fake pitch into the tight end. And he isn't going to reach the end zone. But hey, if that's the only thing that goes wrong, this game has been A-OK. The two-point try fails. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here's 2nd and 2. And it's going to be an incomplete pass. Rare chance for him to throw it, but things don't work out. It's 3rd down now.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can...
Oh, the football's loose. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Ennis Rakestraw.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, right, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll send him over right. Back now, pressure on its way. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. That's Cole Bishop. And the Vikings take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they threw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. And the defense sees right through those smoke and mirrors and take him to the turn. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he reaches the 35 before going out.